running after stuff, what is the first and most important gift Allah gives this nafs? Irji'i ila rabbiki. Return to your master. Return to your master. That's the thing that was dissatisfying this nafs. That nothing else satisfied this person in their heart. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. Just remembering Allah satisfied them, and now Allah gives them satisfaction beyond even remembering Allah. Return to Allah. In this, there is a profound reality in the life of a Muslim who makes tawbah, or in the life of anyone who accepts this deen. When you return to Allah Azza wa Jalla, you face a lot of difficulty. Whether you are a Muslim who is in sin, and they decide they want to change their life and they want to become obedient to Allah, or you are a non-Muslim who came into contact with the teachings of this deen and accepted this deen, as soon as you become serious about this deen, and you're serious about returning to your master, and really living like you're a slave, then you face a lot of problems. Your family gets in the way, your friends get in the way, your own old habits get in the way, your society gets in the way, everything around you gets in the way. Maybe even the way you used to earn your money wasn't halal, so you have to lose your money too. Maybe you have to lose your business too. You definitely lose your friends. You suffer, the relationships in family suffer. The marital relationship can suffer. The relationship with your kids or your parents can suffer. All these problems because you did what? Return to Allah. And all of these things are connected with being dissatisfied in life, aren't they? But when you are cut off from all of these things, and you return only to Allah, you find a tranquility you never found before. I've met brothers before whose life was all about partying. They would go to clubs and drugs. Everything that they would think would bring them pleasure in life, they tried. They tried it. They did it. And then Allah brought them to the deen. And they said, man, after you return to Allah, that is a high I've never felt. Nothing compares. Nothing compares. There is no, at the end of any of these activities where you try to please yourself, or you indulge in these sorts of things, right? This Hellenistic, lifestyle where you just live for pleasure. At the end of all of that, they are so, these are the people that commit suicides and stuff. They're never satisfied. They're never done. They can't get enough. And they think it's going to just bring them to an end, but they become enslaved to their own habits. Right? They don't even feel free. They say things like, I can't quit. What do you mean you can't quit? Like somebody has a master over them telling them you can't quit. And that's how bad it's gotten for them. So you become free from all of that, and finally you become satisfied. So irji'i ila rabbik. Radiyatan mardiyah. Two adjectives that are so incredibly beautiful. One, pleased. Pleased with who? With Allah. Why is that important? In this surah, did Allah speak about the one who's not pleased with Allah? The one who rebels against Allah and causes corruption? Then the one who Allah, when he takes some risk and calculates it, he becomes displeased with Allah. Now this nafs, because he's truly returned to Allah, he's just happy, just content with Allah. The world can go left to right, the sun can rise from the west too. He'll still be content with Allah, this slave of Allah. Then even more mardiyya, ism maf'ul. And you are pleased with, meaning your Lord is pleased with you too. You are pleased with Allah, and Allah is pleased with you. Return, you are so happy with me, and I am so happy with you, Allah is saying, subhanahu wa ta'ala to this. What an amazing gift. But that's not the only gift. He gives another gift after this. He says, فَادْخُلِي فِي عِبَادِي. Enter then in the midst of my slaves. The first gift was in the company of who? Allah Himself. Return to your Lord. The second gift is the company of the other slaves of Allah. This believer read about Ibrahim alayhi salam. He read about Adam alayhi salam. He read about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And he read about Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu. He read about these people and he said, man, I want to meet them so bad. And what does Allah say after He lets him meet Himself? He says, فَادْخُلِي فِي. Enter in the company of my slaves. Join. You're part of this group. You can go in. There's no exclusive access. There's no yellow tape, no security guard on the doors that no access here. This is first class only. Prophets and messengers only. Nope. فَادْخُلِي فِي عِبَادِي. فَادْخُلِي فِي عِبَادِي. And in comparison to that, what is last? What's the last thing He mentions? وَادْخُلِي جَنَّتِي. Enter my Jannah. In comparison to these gifts, Allah put Jannah last. SubhanAllah. Now the last comment about this Jannah. Allah didn't say, وَادْخُلِ الْجَنَّةِ. Enter paradise. He says, Jannati. Enter my paradise. Enter my Jannah. Meaning Allah is, almost as though Allah Azza wa Jal wants to show him what special arrangements in Jannah He has made for this one individual person. He's not even talking to the ummah at large. This address is individual. فَادْخُلِي. Irji'i wadkhuli. Individual. Allah individually addresses the person who enters Jannah and says, come, let me show you my Jannah that I've given to you. Wadkhuli jannati. Enter my Jannah. Subhanallah. You know, it's one thing to say, enter your Jannah. But Allah says, enter my Jannah. What a difference. What a difference that makes.